How's it going, everyone? Got a unboxing, review, install, demo video. That's what's in this yellow box and that yellow box and that one. You might ask what we got here in the yellow boxes, and that is a product made by Black Boar. The box is upside down. You can't read it. Black Boar. So basically what this is like a tractor has. It has an implement lift on it, usually a 3-point. But this is an implement lift for a 2-inch receiver hitch for like an ATV, UTV. I mean, I guess you could put it on your Honda Civic if it's got a 2-inch receiver hitch, but I wouldn't unless you just want to be that guy. This is the lift portion. It goes right in the hitch. It's got a electric actuating piston. So you can see these are all the attachments. So that's your lift, your base, and then it has a cultivator with chisels. This is not English. Come to the other side of the box. So there you go. Chisel plow, Harrow discs, landscape rake, which is what I bought, and that's in the smaller box. Tine cultivators, scraper blade, which is in the other box. Culti packer, which is like a cylinder for culti packing, and a plugger aerator. So why I bought this, why you could buy this, basically is like, one, yard work. All the reviews I saw said it really holds up well to abuse, so that's good. I got the landscape rake for, one, grooming the driveway and stuff to keep the driveway nice and flat so that when the winter comes along and you're plowing, you're not scooping up all the ruts. I got the scrape blade, basically same thing, also spreading topsoil, stuff like that. The landscape rake is great because I do tree work on the side, so scraping up all those little broken limbs that are a pain in the butt to pick up and they're a little too heavy for a rake. So what's also nice about this is the price on this. I think this thing was like $5 something. It's like $3 for the rake, which I don't know if you've seen those rakes. They're actually really expensive in general. The scraper blade was like $2 something. And also, I mean, I don't have to go out and buy a tractor with a 3-point implement lift on it. I can just throw this on my ATV. I can throw it. I actually welded a 2-inch receiver hitch on my lawnmower. I'll probably just experiment and see which one works better with this. So I've talked enough. Let's get to ripping these boxes open and making it unreturnable. All right, first opinion overall. This looks very hardy. I didn't think it would be this built. Check this out. Pretty damn impressed. Not worried at all about breaking it. Challenge accepted. This is the part that goes in your receiver hitch. This is the main bar that you mount your implements to, so the rake's gonna clamp onto this bar here. And then it has another receiver so that you can put 2 implements on it at the same time. So you could put the rake on here, and then you could put the back scraping blade in this one so you have them both. Now to go through what came in the box, we got our bolts and pins and crap that holds it together. This is your wiring harness, so you hook this up to your battery, your lawnmower, your ATV, and you can see this is the control, so it's got up and down basically. Now I'm assuming this is your actuator. I'm correct. This is a weatherproof actuator. Basically, it's the same thing as like a hydraulic piston, but it's electrically powered. You can see here, this will be mounted to the implement lift. It has a quick disconnect, so when you want to take it off the ATV, you can leave the wiring harness on it, and it'll just pop off real quick. So basically, this is equivalent to a hydraulic piston, but it's electrically powered. It comes with this, its instructions. I don't use instructions because I'm a man. Just kidding, but I don't. And a bunch of sick stickers. Let's get this assembled. Alright, so what you're going to need to assemble this basically, got my impact gun with a 3/4 inch seam to fit, adjustable wrench, good luck. You didn't see that. So now over here, first we're going to attach these two, go to these two holes. Put that in like that. So for this, you have these pins you will insert from this side, put the sleeve over it as a spacer, and then the actuator. And then it'll poke out, you put the retaining pin back in. And there you go. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to get the ATV, and we're going to get this thing mounted on the ATV and the electrical hooked up so you can see how it works, and then we'll work on putting the implements on it. Now we're going to stick it in the hole. Now as far as the wiring harness goes, it's pretty simple. Got your switch, Velcro to your handlebar. It's got a quick disconnect. You have your ground, green ground, red positive, and then your plug that's going to go into your actuator. Here's your plug, just like so. All right, so we got it wired to the battery. We got a green and a red wire attached to the ground, the positive. Then we have it run to the front. You can see I have it under here to my controller right here. And then we have the power cable going to the actual implement itself back here. Let's give it a test. Got my seat and battery cover back and installed. As you can see, I ran the wire just out of the little thing so I can just tuck it back up in here when I would take it apart. And it's really all set to go. Well, now that we have the implement lift on, it's time to throw on some attachments. So first we're going to put on the grade or the yard rake that'll go on this bar here. Very surprised by that. Oh my God, more stickers. More useless directions. So we have 2 brackets, more foam, a bunch of bolts, and a bunch of tines. Basically, you put the tines in, bolt the tine through the bracket, and then the big U-bolts go around that bar that's on the back of the lift. Got your bracket. These 2 holes are for the U-bolts. These are for each tine. Tine is a hole in the top of it, through the rectangle, like so, and then you bolt it. So there you go. So that's 1 tine on. We'll obviously have to tighten it down, do the rest all the same, and then we can mount it on the implement lift. So there you go, that's 1/2 of the rake. So it'll mount right like this. So let's put the other one together. All right, now to install these, basically this is going to clamp over this. It's going to go through these 2 holes. very pumped that this thing looks very heavy duty. Pleasantly surprised at the quality, and this thing is definitely going to do the job here. More stickers. Your back drag blade, your receiver, which is going to go on the implement. As you can see, back drag blade implement will be in front of it here. You have this bracket so that you can adjust angle wise. You've got 2 pins. One is going to be your tilt, so pull the pin out here, then you have it at an angle, pull the pin out, put it in the middle, now it's straight. That is the yard rake with the scrape blade on at the same time. Now you could take the yard rake off and just use the scrape blade, or vice versa, but this would be a good way because the yard rake will agitate, say, this gravel driveway, and then you use a scrape blade will be behind to level it. All right guys, getting way too dark to do any more with this tonight. I mean, we got it all together, we got it all on the ATV, but tomorrow we'll come back in the daylight and basically show you in action, see what it can do. Basically, I got this one to groom my driveway, just so when it's plowed in the winter, plow won't pick up everything. You can see here's a rut from a dump truck, so I'm gonna run this over with that thing and see how it smooths it out. As you can see, this thing absolutely kicks ass. We made a beautiful crop circle over here with that. I'm gonna have to fix that. Don't do crop circles, it's not meant for that. Next task I want to test is just using the blade on this. Now, the only downfall I'd say to this thing is, well, one, there's a lot of attachments and there's a lot of leverage on this to the back, so it does clear, because luckily I don't have an independent suspension, but it's still twisting it a little bit, so I might have to shore up my suspension in some way for when I use this, especially with the 2 attachments together. Honestly, I probably won't be using them together that often, and if they are being used, they're going to be on the ground dragging anyway, so it won't be as much pressure on the ATV. But I do know Black Boar makes a suspension locking system for people with independent suspension, which most new ATVs are now. So if that's the case, you might want to get that so that you're not sagging the thing like crazy and it's not even able to pick it up off the ground. Now, since someone wanted to make crop circles over there, we're gonna just take off this rear blade. So honestly, on my 2-wheel drive Honda freaking 1994 tracks here, I mean, it pulls it great, no issues at all. Pretty impressed with it. I mean, the driveway looks really nice and smooth and graded out. So even with just the rake is good enough, I think, for grading this driveway out. We're gonna take off the rake and we're gonna put just the blade on, and we're gonna see about pulling this pile of topsoil out. All right, so we got the yard rake taken off. Definitely it does it better with just one attachment at a time. On my ATV personally, I mean, if you have a UTV, it'd be fine. I mean, I'm also gonna try it on my lawn tractor and see how it supports it. So as you can see, this is pretty hard packed. I'm not sinking in at all because it's had a lot of rain, so I might have to loosen it up. That's really hard. see here, took a little bit too deep of a bite, but I mean, this blade is cutting right through it. So gotta just play around with where's the sweet spot of how much to put it in, but it definitely will do the job, especially once it starts to flatten a little better. It won't get as caught on the back side. But I mean, it's tugging it. All right, guys, well, this concludes my video and my review of the Boar ATV, UTV lift implement and the yard rake and scraper blade attachment. Hands down, definitely recommend it, especially if you have a beefier ATV or UTV, absolutely. I mean, this thing is a 300 two-wheel drive 1990 and it's handling it. I do gotta probably do some modifications to this, along with I need to tune the crap out of it because it's just not running right. But other than that, I'd buy it. Why not? And I'm not gonna do it in this video, but check out my next video, which is gonna be fitting the thing up on my lawn tractor to see how just a normal lawn tractor works with it. And if anyone doesn't want to buy an ATV and just has a lawn tractor and still wants an implement, so might be a good option for you. So stay tuned, check out that video next, and as always, thanks for watching.